Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and good day everyone. So today I am going to explain to you about your final exam paper, EWC662. So tomorrow is going to be your paper. So here are the things that you need to know. There will be two parts, part A and part B, of course, and both you are required to write, of course, a formal letter. Now for part A, you're going to write either a complaint letter or an adjustment letter. Now adjustment letter is actually a reply to a complaint letter. Now for part B, you're going to write a resignation letter. Now let us look at part A. This is June 2016, last semester. So we have of course you can read the instructions here, alright, or the situation given to you. Now when we talk about writing a complaint letter, you must remember 1 mark is given for your format. So I'm not going to talk about your format. By now you should know your format should be within your fingertips. Now let us talk about the content. Now the content here, of course, you have to elaborate with a given situation. Now let us look at this. Okay, you are going to write a complaint letter to the local city council, which is Majlis Bandaraya Shah Alam. Okay, addressing the following problems. So the ones that I highlighted is actually the problems mentioned here. Now these are the problems that you are going to write for your content. You have to write you have to elaborate on these points given here. Now when we talk about elaborating points, of course you have to mention the one given here. For example, malfunctioning of street lights. So you have to talk about the malfunctioning of street lights, and you have to elaborate. So when we elaborate, normally when we talk about complaint letter, if we were to elaborate certain problems in our complaint letter, we will elaborate together with the effects that we receive from the problems. So for example, malfunctioning of street lights, what are the effects? So maybe we talk about some residents who work at night shift. They will come back home late at night, and imagine that the street lights are out of service. So that means a lot of other things can happen to these people who come back from work late, and when we refer to ladies especially, there will be like some sort of like maybe all sort of crimes will happen, like snatch, theft, rape, a lot of other things. These are the things. What are the effects? What about faulty air conditioning system at the multi-purpose hall? So people, what are the effects? People cannot use the multi-purpose hall for all sort of programs, a wedding, any sort of programs, community programs, because faulty air conditioning. And if people were to use the hall, they will feel uncomfortable because it will be a little bit warm or hot inside it. So problems will be given to you, and in order for you to elaborate, you must talk about what are the effects that your residents receive. This is how, not only for this, any sort of situations when they give you problems, in order for you to write a complaint letter, if you want to elaborate, then you elaborate by giving what are the effects, okay, what are the consequences that you receive here. Okay, now this is the part A. All right, for part B, it will be your resignation letter. Now for resignation letter, of course you have to elaborate as well, but as I mentioned to you before, when we talk about resignation letter, if let's say you want to talk about what are the things that you receive, the good things that you receive from the company, at least provide 2 points. At least provide 2 points. And for the reason, for example here, okay, the reason why you are resigning is you have been identified, due to family commitments, you are not able to move to the branch office. So that means you are transferred to another branch, but because of family commitment. Now what sort of family commitments? It can be in any forms. That is where you're going to elaborate. You're going to elaborate on the point of family commitments. So you talk about what sort of family commitments. You can start to create like you have a brother who is mentally ill, and you have to take care of him, and he has this regular checkup with the doctors from this hospital. Therefore, if you were to move to another branch which happens to be out of the state, then no one else will be attending your little brother, or maybe your parents, stuff like that, or maybe your children. So this is where creativity comes in. Okay, creativity comes in. You elaborate on the points, you elaborate on the reason. Now this is about your reason. You can, and then there will be sort of other things, things you learned, when we write about your resignation. What are the things that you learned, the good things that you received? So these are the things. And then you elaborate about 2 points, and then you also talk about how can you help with the transition process. Yeah, whether you can I don't know, maybe you can help out by giving or teaching the newcomer, the one who's going to replace your position. All right. Okay, so there are a few other things. This is in general, it applies for both letters that I have reminded some other classes as well. You do not write question in your letter. You don't, because this is a formal letter. Everything has to be in the form of a statement. Yeah, for example, if let's say you're going to write a complaint letter here, do not ask questions like, do you think it is possible for the local municipal council or the local city council to give or to provide further actions towards the problems? Question mark. Don't give a question. Change that question in the form of statement. It is hoped that the local city council will take further actions to address or in addressing these problems. You see? So change your question in the form of statement, because I notice that some of you, when you write letters, you like to write questions in it. We don't write questions. Alright? We change that in a form of a statement. Okay? For example, a resignation letter, maybe you want to write something like maybe you want to write something like do you think it is possible for me to train the newcomer or the one to replace me? That is asking question. Change that in the form of statement. I hope I can assist the company in this transition time, whereby I can provide further assistance to the newcomer of replacing my post. You see? So you change that in the form of a statement. Do not write questions. Yeah, make sure the format is correct. Make sure that you follow all the 4 components of writing a content, where you have an opening, the body, I cannot remember the other one, and then of course you must have a closure. Please remember this 4. I have already informed you before this. And then I guess do not forget, talk about your inshallah tomorrow I will be invigilating, but I do not know which examination hall I'll be in, or I'll be invigilating for. So if you happen to be in that room, then you're lucky enough, but of course I cannot assist you nanti. So I hope that you can bring along your examination slip, your student ID. Yeah, okay, and you're going to answer in the question paper. All right, please come early because your exam starts at 9, so be there before 9. Yeah, and then if you happen to see slightly before 9 o'clock and you can still see that some of your friends are still not there or near the examination hall, try to contact them and ask them their whereabouts and whatnot. So I wish all the best and good luck for your final exam. My prayer is always with my students. I always pray for my students. I hope that you will be able to answer the questions carefully. I will not be attending your final exam papers. There will be some other lecturers, but we'll just hope for the best. All the best and good luck. Yeah, I guess that's all for now. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.